Hello, this is Krillian. Welcome to episode 3 of my Let's Play. Mass Effect 2 is Core, a adept Biotic playing on hardcore difficulty.
Joker would like to see you up on the bridge, Commander.
And thank you. We talked to her a bit earlier. She is here to assess crew and whatnot. And be my secretary. Ooh, what do we have here? We are a scholar. Let's go see what's up with Joker.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
We can trust it for now, I guess.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. I'm probably lucky you're still wearing pants.
Yeah, I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7. Shirts.
Okay, so we're gonna go through all the ship, check it out, see who's around. We'll start with the floor we're currently on, most of which, or at least some of which we're not yet at. Let's see what's this. We can change stuff. Let's go ahead and choose a different one. All we can choose is this. We have our grenade launcher. We have a singularity projector. A black hole gun. Cases particles bound with high power mass effective. Rips objects apart. I'm gonna go with the arc projector. It's a little harder to use, but it's basically a giant lightning gun. We'll have fun with it. Let's see what's up with Jacob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
That could be risky, dude.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Like what?
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I do appreciate your honesty.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay. So, I don't think there's anything else to grab or do back here. That area will be a companion zone. This is our meeting room. There's a lot of things to talk to Edie, but I don't need to talk to Edie. We'll do it eventually, but...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, I'll deal with it upstairs. So we have our captain's cabin. They kind of had a cabin off to the side of the main deck, but they've given me a whole deck to myself, which is pretty cool. We have a fish tank. We'll one day have fish in. Let's look at our mail. We have our team status, our upgrades, our unread messages, archive messages, etc. So we have a message from Anderson. On the off chance the rumors are true and you are alive and you need to come and talk to me in the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last few years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we're hearing. We have a Zaid Masani. I'm not going to read all of these, just the ones that kind of don't know. This is, hey, we have this mercenary. Go meet him on Omega. Survey ship. This is another one of the DLCs. You get this little flying ship, and there's a series of missions. You get to hover a ship, and you get to do some missions with it. Oh, what's up, packet? Our scans in the Amada system have turned up something that you should see, the final location of the SSV Normandy. So this is where we go find a reports of lost crew members, 20 to be exact, and plant a flag or monument there. We have Cerberus assault armor, we have Terminus armor, we have the Umbra hood, we have the Recon hood. You can read about all these if you want to pause. I think I read them last time. There's not really reason to do it again. There's a Sentry interface, which is what I have often used. But I think I'm going to go with the Blood Dragon armor, which is what I did last time. If I have to wear a helmet, I might as well wear a cool helmet. We have Project Overlord. I think this is also DLC, but I'm not positive. It's a mission in the Phoenix Massing Cluster that we will eventually do. We have the Arc Projector, which is, if you want to read about that, here you go. This is the weapon that I did decide to stick with. And then Kasumi Gato. At great cost, we've tracked down the massive thief Kasumi Gato and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to see or to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration. Her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to this care ward on the Citadel, where you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password silence is golden to begin the rendezvous. She's my favorite companion. We will definitely do that. What do we have? Oh, these are just the different things. Currently Liara is the picture on my desk. That won't necessarily stay. For my casual appearance, I don't want to wear a uniform. I'm gonna dress like that. Armor. What does the Cerberus armor give me? Shields and health and ammo capacity. This is pretty amazing armor. Power damage and shield strength. I'm gonna go with that. If I have to wear a silly helmet on this game, I'm gonna wear a cool looking silly helmet. Crew quarters. There are a few people that we'll talk to down here, and we'll be able to get a couple missions. Now this is actually a tragic thing, but we'll go listen to this.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. We get to listen to his conversation as time goes on. You can go into both bathrooms, which I find interesting. But we're going to start here. This used to be my office headquarters. It is now Miranda's.
Commander, what can I do for
Can
you?
we talk?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
What are their goals?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
Yeah, and who's in charge?
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Okay then. And what is it?
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
That can be a bad thing when you're a crazy spy group. What about the elusive man?
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How so?
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
And what about... I don't care about the resources. They obviously are stupid rich. What about you?
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Well, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
Let's go with your cocky.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What modification?
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and... well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Okie dokie.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Sounds like a plan. Now this dude.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert. I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies. That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner. Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Mess Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be a...
What do you need?
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
So how can I help?
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned.
Nope, give me the list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Why'd you join?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
What do you think of Cerberus?
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
And what do you do?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
Sounds good.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Okay. And then Dr. Chakwa.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Why are you here?
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you need anything?
You have everything you need.
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
Why do you leave the Alliance?
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Like to fly, huh?
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
And Cerberus?
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
I trust you too, Chakwas. What do you think of our survival?
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
That's why you're awesome.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Okay, find Brandy. Let's talk to Edie.
What's this area of the ship?
The sickbay. It is a...
Oh,
That's all for
oh, that's right. I can only really talk to Edie at the front by Joker. So we'll do that in a bit. We'll go to engineering next. Now again, most of this area is currently roped off. What is monitors? Okay. There's nothing down there yet. We'll go down eventually. Is there any experience thingies over here?
What's this area?
Oh,
of the
it's a
ship?
CD.
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Okay.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
Howdy.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do?
What do you need?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What's the issue?
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
And why don't you have them?
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for sure.
Where are you trained?
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
And then you left?
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
So why do you join?
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer.
And Gabby?
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. They'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
And what about Cerberus?
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Okie
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
So we have the mission there.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
So that leaves us, I'll run down here just to show you what's down here. Although there's really nothing to see here until we get one of our members. And then we'll head back up. Okay. So, we have not talked to Edie, so we're going to go talk to Edie, and then we will pick our first locale, which will be the Citadel. It's worth talking to Edie. She is an important crew member, an important storyline piece. So to ignore her would be just sad, and you can only talk to her here. Really.
Yes, Shepard.
Tell me about you.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific
How are
inquiry?
you and the Joker doing?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock
What's
is
your name?
ajar.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
What do you do?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the elusive man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Like what?
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
What monitoring?
The elusive man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
About cyber warfare.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal
Impressive.
firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Okay, I think that's enough.
That's all for now.
Logging you out.
But now at least you get to know Edie. They did a pretty good job with her, I think. We will see over the course of the different videos. Or series anyways. Okay. So, how this works. You come to the maps, it's a little different than the previous one. Now they're actually fuel depots. Now we can't go to Omega and it tells you what's in Omega. There's also a Normandy crash site that we could go to. It's almost worth going and doing the Normandy crash site now. Do you want to go do that? Nah, I want to go get Kasumi.
We must purchase more fuel or use a mass relay, Shepard.
Oh, that's right. So the mass relays don't take fuel. You can see that most of the stuff we have to do is in the Mega Nebula. The Convict, the Krogan, and the Archangel Professor and Veteran are all different groups. Ooh, local cluster. We can go to Earth. We're gonna go recruit the Master Thief and go talk to Anderson, as those are the two things I want to do there. In orbit. We'll go ahead and dock. Ah, the good old times, flying back into the Citadel. That should be good. Now, we will do a little bit of stuff on the Citadel. I may then turn and go to Omega next. to do some recruiting, as there are like 3 people to recruit there, but my favorite companion is Kasumi. And if I do a season 3 of this, because this is obviously season 2, she would still be the first person I go get. I think she's a ton of fun to have as a companion, and her powers are awesome. We'll just get Shockwave set up. I'm gonna go ahead and you help squad health, so I'll go ahead and do that for you. Jacob. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this. Jacob will not be a common companion. I don't know if I'll go with Garrus or Miranda. I'm kind of thinking Miranda.
Commander Shepard, enter the
Here we go.
Please tell me your password, Commander
Silence is
Shepard.
golden.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Goto. I'm a fan.
Have you been briefed?
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What's with the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble or something?
I'm the best thief in the business, not the most famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
What makes you so sure?
There's a certain aura about you. Like you've seen things no one else has. Even without knowing what you looked like, I knew it was you.
And Cerberus?
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, they were looking for me, so I trailed them to find out why. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission, and were offering a serious signing bonus. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
And the deal?
I assume this deal is something I should know about?
Yeah, I guess it slipped their minds. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
What is this heist?
What's this heist you're planning?
Not here, Shepard. You'll get a briefing when the time comes. I need time to nail down the details anyway. I've taken the liberty of getting you some evening wear, though. You want to look
And
presentable.
Hawk?
What do you know about Donovan Hawk?
Mr. Hawk is a well-respected businessman. Arms dealer, murderer, generally not a great guy. His mansion's famous for being hard to crack, but I have a way in. And I think you're gonna love it.
I doubt Hawk's the kind of guy who takes kindly to people sneaking into his house.
I always expect trouble. That's why you're here.
What is a gray box?
I assume a gray box is some kind of hardware?
It's a neural implant. Illegal in most places. Stores memories, thoughts, secret codes, illicit information. This one in particular belonged to my partner, Keiji Okuda. We worked together for a long time, before Hawk killed him.
Who is your partner?
Tell me about this former partner of yours.
His name was Keiji Okuda, the best hacker and entryman I've ever known. Unfortunately, he slipped up and made himself infamous. He stole something he shouldn't. He warned me it was bad, something that could spark interstellar war if it got out. That information got him killed.
What did it say?
What could he have found that's so bad?
He wouldn't say what it was, just that it was dangerous. He said if it got out, humanity would be in trouble. He encrypted it, wrapped it up in his own memories. To decode the information, you have to sift through all the time we spent together. Now those memories are all that's
I
left.
see where you want it.
I can understand why you'd want to get it back.
Getting it back will be easier with
We
your
got it.
help, Shepard.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Okay. So we are gonna switch over to Kasumi because she's awesome. Okay. So all the companions have like little side quests that you have to do for them. I don't really have to talk to her. We'll just go through. And if you do them, they get access to special powers and stuff.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
I'm not surprised.
I was only mostly dead. Try finding that option on government paperwork.
We need to get that cleared up for you. Why don't you talk to my captain? He's just beyond the scanners on the right.
Okay. So let's go see Bailey.
Yes? I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
Identify me.
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
So can you fix it?
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs, then to customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy man. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
Seems a little irregular.
You're not big on formalities, are you?
I'm with them right up until they keep people from doing their jobs. There. I just saved you about 9 days of running around. That said, you should head up to the Presidium and tell them you're still alive. The Council probably wants to talk to the one who saved their scaly asses.
What's the easiest way to get to the Presidium from down here?
Head back through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need?
I'm not really worried about him, so I'm just gonna say goodbye.
I should be going.
You need anything
Bailey
else,
comes
let
up
me know.
now and again, but not a huge...
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakera Ward.
We need to go
You
up to
heard
the Presidium, so let's find a place. Oh, here we go there. Rapid transit. The Presidium. We'll do this and then we'll end our episode, I think. This will be about 40 minutes.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander.
Good to see you.
About you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his...
You mean Sovereign.
Saren wasn't the one commanding the Geth. It was the Reaper, Sovereign.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Why won't you examine things?
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated. By Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
I'm not going to bother to ask why Geth would follow Saren. I'm just going to say you won't help me.
I guess I'm on my own. Again.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic.
Yeah,
they won't actually
They
do
didn't last time either. They then tried to like keep me from saving the world.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Dude?
Not used to seeing ghosts, Udina?
I'd heard you were alive, of course, but I didn't expect to see you back on the Citadel.
I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Consular, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you really shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Consular.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Consular. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
Udina's just doing his job.
True enough. He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
It's the damage is being repaired is all that talks about. The remains of Sovereign, they've been taken off. People looted. The war with the Geth has mostly died down. And Caden's is not something we'll talk about. So we can go ahead and go.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here.
The Destiny Ascension has completed its 20-colony victory cruise.
So we're going to jump to this Kara Award. We're going to end the episode here. Next time we're going to run around and deal with all of this. So like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to, leave it below. Otherwise, I will talk to you later. Adios.